Okay, it's time for some grinding. Let's just change this thingy because we are doing continental challenges. And hello, good morning. Continental challenges, season 6, S6 testing. Here we go. That's what we're gonna be doing today. Even though I'm half zombie mode, we're gonna try my best, right? So gonna be interesting. Gonna start out with the dailies as usual. Just finish a few of my dailies and stuff. Let a few people to come in, and then we go from there, right? Because we have the new continental challenges. Some of these look pretty interesting, so I'm looking forward to that. Good morning, Rhapsody. How are you doing today? Welcome. Having my coffee, slowly waking up. Morning OddOne on the train, so saying we'll have. So, Signal, we'll go have a great stream. I'll watch on YouTube later. Thank you. More coffee. Yes, thank you, Daisy. Appreciate you dropping in to say hello. But it's, today's the day where I was like, you know what? I need to test out some of these continental challenges. So, might as well go and stream, right? Might as well go ahead and stream it, my testing, because why not? I have to put in the time, so might as well be efficient about it. Coffee for you too. Yes, coffee is the perfect way this morning. Rastafares, hello. How are you doing, my friend? Welcome, everybody. I don't remember. I might have to check in between time. I don't remember if I had to do some Watcher rounds finish dailies, but I think I pretty much did everything yesterday for Watcher. I'm really having fun with that account. But for now, I want to have some fun with testing these teams, right? Because it's interesting. Those fights look pretty quirky. So I'm excited, right? I kind of had a first look at those. Made a video on it. Didn't get too many views. Which maybe I kind of expected it. It is what it is. But still did it. I always like to have just, first initial look. See what I think works. And then when I start testing. Because it is funny. Most of the time I do that. But then when I actually do end up testing, it does look most of the time like it's so much different than what I expect or assume initially. Okay. Just want to do a little bit of this first because I noticed that this is full, right? The realm-wide arena, I'm not a big fan of arena. I don't really care about it too much. But trying to rank is actually good, right? Ranking does give some awesome rewards. Especially like a ton of affinity solvent. I usually end up being like top 100. That's a lot of affinity solvent, apart from obviously the currency for realm-wide arena. So I just love this. Especially if you build a Talethia well, where you don't care about getting attack penalty from the Dark Lady. Obviously, again, I'm not perfect. I'm not the best at this, but if you build her mostly focusing the HP a lot more than the attack, then, oh yeah, I don't need to change it because the other mythic one gives attack. But it's pretty fun because if you get boosted, right, if it does work well and Sagomir gives her the ultimates, initially, as I noticed, just goes. In 5 seconds, she goes and does her ultimate and just pops. It kind of got changed a bit from Filita go boom to Talethia go boom. And that's pretty fun. There you go, Sagomir and then Talethia. Look at that. Like I said, just straight up, boom. She instantly goes. I just don't understand how sometimes she does that hit and there's like only 2 people that get damage. Instead of like all, it's like, okay, I don't understand that there's the Wildwood Sigil set. But that should only work for like 1 hero, right? Shouldn't be every single one. Let me see. Okay. Do they have it? No, they don't. Yeah, so he doesn't have it on anyone, so that's why I don't understand. It's a bit quirky, right? Look at that, boom, straight up. Okay, this time it worked okay. This time we did hit more, but I get surprised when people at the back that are supposed to, have really low HP, where you're like, okay, you should just get one shot. Don't get one shot. That's what confuses me. But still, that's pretty good. Looking pretty good. I do end up losing against some of these fights because obviously I'm not the... But look at that, just one shot. I'm not the best arena, right? I'm not the best at arena because I don't really care about arena in general. But just trying to do this, to like do a little bit of a fight, I just enjoy it. You're looking forward to dupes on next Friday, season 5, May 5th or something? Yeah, that's so... On May 5th, there should be the Fire and Radiance banner. Now here's the thing, I would have to look into it if I do decide to summon on that one, because Thalethia dupes sound amazing, but here's the thing, ideally I would love to get lucky enough to pull the Wild Hero, because I think the Wild Hero is season 6, because here's the quirky thing. The way that the banners work, it always says that the first premium legendary you get on the banner is somebody from season 6. However, even though we see maybe like 4 or 5 new legendaries on those banners that we don't have, doesn't mean all of them are from season 6, because there are situations where they, even though we just saw them, they're actually season 5. So for example, in the previous banner, right, where we had a Poison and Frost, Setchedith actually counted as a season 5 legendary. So even if you pulled the premium legendary early, it was always guaranteed to be the Frost one. Based on what I've seen, based on what I've heard people talk, it was always guaranteed to be ethereal, right? In case people are wondering why, if they try to pull and such, just get the same one, it's because of that. It's the same situation now. So on the banner that starts tomorrow, the it's lightning and necrosis. I think the only season 6 hero is or the new season 6 hero is the Dauntless one. I think it's just Kurvida. The other ones, like Saverio, I think just Saverio is the other new one. But Saverio I think is actually counts as a season 5 because he was released in season 5. They should have taken that into consideration. Yeah, or they should have made it more clear. They should have explained it. It's a bit... There's a lot of stuff that's a hot mess this season, but it is what it is. Yeah, they got sloppy about some of the things. Yeah, they definitely got sloppy this season. By the way, there's been some changes. So for people that are like spenders, not sure if you realized, I pinned it in chat, but they with this new creator bond, where like, you know, if you support the content creator, they changed it, and now it's if you support in game, it only counts for purchases in game. But then if you support purchase from buff, then there's a link. They gave me a link which is specifically for buff, right? Which is there. I'm gonna have it pinned in my videos and stuff, so I'm just gonna have to start talking about that as well in my videos, in case people spend and want to support. Outside of USA and other banned countries, people got multiple time dupes. I mean, I got some dupes as well. I think they're still fixing it. Because I got some extra dupes that I don't think I should have had. Oh, they rolled it back. Wait a second. Wait, they did a rollback. They did some sort of a rollback. That should have been fixed. That's 100% been fixed. Let me double check, but that's fixed. I think they kind of did the rollback to the server with that. Yeah, because I had Ozul Inspired 4, right? From that mistake, I had Ozul Inspired 4, and I shouldn't have had him like that. So they 100% did a rollback. So people are wondering, it's 100% dead. My Ozul was Inspired 2 only normally, but with the mistake that they did, I got 2 more copies, and he was Inspired 4 for me. So that was 100% fixed. Right? Let me check the artifact stuff with what I can buy. Yep, it looks normal. It looks exactly what I had. So that has 100% been fixed. 100% they did some sort of a rollback, which is good, right? You don't want to leave stuff to be buggy. So it's back to, you know, back to the way it was supposed to be. Which is good, right? It's good because it's not fair. It's not fair to have like some stuff, even though, you know, I personally enjoyed it. Like, hell yeah, free stuff. It's not good. So I'm glad that they actually did the rollback on that. Come on, Aldred, just go down already. There we go. Huge boost, exactly. I got like 50 copies. I got like 50 copies. Now, I'm not sure if they actually gave me back what I was missing or not, because I don't remember exactly what I was missing, but I know I had a few things that were not there myself. But yeah. So weird, I don't get it why I don't do damage sometimes, because like not all of these should have been that tanky. My Talethia should actually do some damage. But I don't know. I don't care. I'm just doing a few of these fights to get a little bit higher in the ranking and I'm good. See, that's what I want to see. Surprised Dragonheir doesn't take any damage. Hated most when the coolest looking don't do much of anything. Yeah, that's like Perseus. That was kind of like Perseus. He used to be OP, but now I don't think it's like, okay, maybe I still see him a bit in Arena. But not much else. See, again, I don't get it. How did there's something definitely bugged. How is it that only one person takes damage when she does her ultimate? Even when there's a Wildwood Sigil, it says that only when one hero takes damage, it gets nullified or cancelled. So I don't get it. I don't get how this happens. That's Saverio. Oh, he's not good. He's actually pretty good. He like slaps in Arena. You really don't get it why sometimes she does damage and she barely does anything. Especially because, again, I focus lots of HP on her. Anyway. I don't care. Ooh, we have 3 battles now. Okay. Okay, this is definitely going to be a video for today or tomorrow. Let me do so I kind of did some of this. I kind of like chose to go with this. Somebody had a really good point in my video today. On my video yesterday about the Chief challenges and the double drop rates. And I think I'm gonna do that next week. And the point was kind of like there's no reason to get the double drop for normal dungeons. You're kind of like better off to just get talent domains, for example. Because here's the thing. The normal dungeons, you don't really care about the normal gear. Okay, maybe some of the mythic gear can be helpful. Sort of the legendary ones. But it's kind of like, ideally you care about getting, you know, from challenges. So they do not work in challenges. If they worked in challenges, then that would have been different, right? But the double drop rate doesn't work in challenges. That's what we care mostly, to get a mythic plus, even legendary plus PC gear. So because of that, you're better off to put double drop rates the domains if you want to farm more talents. And obviously these two they usually use for the runes. Because for the runes it's pretty much the same, right? For the runes you kind of get the, you know, double drop anyway, because there's no other higher rarity that you can get or whatnot. Come on. And this is bugged as well. Aura should not keep doing damage through that. Like, I don't get it. Right? The way that this buff works, there's some... I'm not sure if it's just Aura or if every single team does the same, but... The boss says that it puts 75% damage reduction buff every time it loses a certain percentage of HP. Well, he had 3 stacks and I was still doing damage. 3 stacks should be 225% damage reduction, aka he should not take any damage. So, this is like, there's definitely plenty of bugs this season. There's like bugs galore this season, 100%. but I'm fine. You love Aura and Curse. I love Aura everywhere. I'm just using them in every single fight. Honestly, I'm using them here. I'm using them in the Heretical Ruins. Here, it's not as perfect. I feel like here I should be using Ardress as well. Kind of looks like I'm dying sometimes. Or maybe I just need to, you know what? Maybe I just didn't update the team. Use your red to speedrun with a fire little bomber. I tried that. Oh, you mean for Curse? Yeah, that one, that's awesome. For Curse, that one's awesome. Oh yeah, speaking of, let me see. Can I do... Did I try Curse? Yeah, let me just put this team in here. Does Taletia have a good stuff? Crit damage, attack with some HP. Oh no, actually, let's swap this. Let's swap because she scales off of HP. So let's go with the HP and crit damage one that I have. This one. That one's pretty good. Ideally, I would want to have something with more crit damage. Like this, if it rolls more crit damage. It doesn't, so we're sticking to it. But yeah, I love the fact that also with the Mimic, it's kind of like a cheat code. Using Vinyara plus Mimic and Ancient Battlefield is pretty good. Same way as it worked for the Challenging Curse. If we couldn't quite one-shot it. So that's pretty nice. Obviously, without having Lenkos, the damage is a little bit slower now. But that's still okay. Couldn't get into work in Negative Runes dungeon. Yeah, it's me neither. I couldn't get the Jorn team to work over here either. Vinyara definitely makes it so much easier. Vinyara's like a cheat code. I just love the fact that she was a free hero that everybody still gets. Right? It's one of the best things in the game. It's nice to see when the games give you good heroes. It's like, she's not game breaking or anything, but she is pretty good. Especially for like general PvE. She's not like, oh my god, she's the best at endgame fights and stuff. Sometimes she comes in quirky, but for just general progression, she's just a huge hero. I wonder if something... I wonder if I should have tried a little bit of a... Or if I should try different type of a build for Taletia for certain things, because... Most of her damage comes from like her doing lots of attacks, right? With those several arrows. I wonder if that's a thing, right? I wonder if the more attack speed she has, the faster she attacks, therefore she does more damage. So maybe I try and have a look at that with the positive and negative runes. You notice that we do Continental changes. Do we really use heroes that we acquire there? Yes. The only one that I see that we keep using a bit is Ardreth, right? Because Ardreth is a really good tank. But Uteor, definitely not really. I've seen maybe once or twice him used in quirky arena teams. Or in some other stuff. Like, where did I see him? Continental Challenge there was once. Then the other one, Aladia. Here's the thing. Aladia used to be amazing, right? Aladia used to be amazing, really worth using. The problem with her is that she was power crept. She's just not as good as Velocia. She's just not as good as all the other support. So Aladia went out the window as well. Then Calavera. Unfortunately, Calavera used to be amazing. But again, Calavera got power crept herself. She's just not tanky enough. She just doesn't do good enough job. And especially with the way that the fights look with the new Vortex boss, she's a front row one, so that's a big problem. Her cleansing and all the other stuff is not good enough. The problem with Calavera, I think, is one thing that maybe they could have done to fix her, to make her be worth it and a bit more competitive, is to make her work like Gyarius where she puts the increased defense first on her ultimate and then does the healing. If that would be the case, then at least she could do bigger shields. If you do like excess healing. But the way it works is like she does healing and then puts increased defense, she's just not good enough. Drist, yeah, Drist is the... I mean, the whole Frost people are like kind of sad. I Drist Inspire 5 myself, I think. So that's kind of sad. Then Big B, honestly, I don't remember ever using him. That's why I didn't even pull when he came back around. Elminster, however, had some uses, right? Elminster, I did use a few times because he did bring some utility for specific bosses. That's good. Elminster might come in clutch again. But again, same problem. They just get power crapped by the premiums. Especially now that, you know, we got Rita guaranteed. Everybody should have gotten her. She's amazing. We're gonna be getting, towards the end of the season, Chrysos guaranteed. He should be kind of like... He should be replacing Elminster or stuff. Unless there's a fight where it asks for a ton more buffs, but debuffs. But it's like Elminster already brings... What's it called? The accuracy penalty. Extra. And like, oh yeah, I guess control immunity. So maybe, you know, maybe some of these fights, it can help. But his control immunity is on the battle skill though, so... Elminster's still good, I think. Elminster still might see some playtime. I'll be slouching most of the stream because I like to stay lazy like this, so hope I'm not too dark. Hope I'm not disappearing. I really need to figure out a way like to get a bit more light over here. Maybe actually try and get the light, but also I need to get some AC sorted first before I look into the light. But sometimes I do end up looking a little bit darker. I mean, I know it matches my vibes of like, you know, Vampire, Transylvania stuff, but it looks a bit too dark in my videos sometimes, so that's not ideal either. Okay, in the meantime, let me just need to open up Watcher to make sure that I did everything there. Can time in my youngest account using Elminster in potion dungeons that just opened. Yeah, that's the quirky thing. That's why it's not ideal. I mean, if he's given enough skill haste, right, he could rotate it pretty well. Plus, the way that you can control it is a little bit like through having the ultimate happen at certain things. That's something I would like to see in the game, right? I would like to see in the game, over here in the skill timings, not just for the ultimate. I would like to see the battle skill timers, right? I would like them to give us an option that says first cast and then recast time for battle skills. That would be really nice, because there's more and more heroes being released that bring some really good utility on their battle skill, and it's, you know, it pretty much, you don't get the benefit of that utility because it happens randomly. You cannot time it. So yeah, that would be a nice feature. Let me just get this on the side. Okay. All the games, playing all the games. So let me see. I did my Drake keys. One here, and then one here. Okay. Reset happens in about an hour. Oh yeah, arena respells are full. Middle column on timing page, it could be OP. Yep. There'll be, or at least, you know what? Even if it doesn't let us use the initial change, just at least let me give it a recast or something, or you know, something's needed there. It would be really nice. Did I forget to do one of these, or did they not open yet? Maybe they didn't open yet this rotation. I have 600 summoning stones. I don't have any Dauntless. Should I pull? I don't think so. If you don't have any Dauntless heroes, I don't think you should, because here's the thing. For Dauntless, in order for Dauntless to be really good, you kind of need a lot of them, right? Quite a few of them. You definitely want to have Guinevere. You want to have maybe at least Nashchenka alongside, then a Tarevol and stuff. Or I'm not sure how good Kurvida is. I might just have to look at videos from people that tested on the test server. But honestly, if you look at top rankings, you're gonna notice that, you know, lots of people are like at the top with Dauntless, at least on my server. But here's the thing. They are at the top with Inspire 5, Inspire 5, Inspire 5, right? So it's not that relatable. Again, look at it. Top Inspire 5s and stuff. So yeah, Guinevere is kind of like the best. Trying to get maybe one copy of her with Guinevere looks good. But depends what do you have for Shadow. Do you have more people of Shadow? Because that's my debate. I was debating like, okay, I only have Guinevere. I really want to pull on this one. Because I definitely want to pull on the Fire one. Because I think the new Wild exclusive might be good. Because I'm kind of like there with Wild, right? I have everything but the new Wild exclusive. So I have Flora with her exclusive. I have Chorak, no exclusive on him. So I already have the 2 premiums. So maybe getting the 3rd one would make Wild be pretty relevant again. So that would make sense. Plus, if I get lucky, you know, I might just pull the Wild hero on the way to 300 because he's a season 6, and I can get an inspiration for Talethia. You know, so, or get an exclusive artifact. But again, I still have to look into it. But speaking of this again, this banner, I think I'm definitely gonna summon because maybe I just want to get Saverio, right? I already have Shadow people. I'm already pretty stacked with Shadow. Because I have my Ozul is already Inspire 2 plus exclusive artifact. Aspalta's Inspire 5. Daphne is like, everybody else is pretty much Inspire 5 for my Shadow. And Saverio kind of does change up the Shadow team. It makes it become better again. So it might just mean that I get Saverio and I have another team for endgame bosses, right? For Continental challenges. Which is going to be good because it just started, so Shadow might end up being good. But then for Dauntless, that's the problem. For Dauntless, my problem is that I only have Guinevere. I don't have Nashchenka, I don't have Guinevere's exclusive artifact. I'm missing too many things for Dauntless. That makes it quirky. However, again, same principle. If I summon tomorrow, and this is here, your first our legendary damage dealer summons guaranteed to be a new hero from this season, which is her. Kurvida's a new hero. So if I do end up pulling her, I might switch it up, and then once I hit the maximum, right, the 300, I might just get another copy of Guinevere to get her exclusive artifact. Or I might just get a Nashchenka. It might be better that I actually get Nashchenka, the exclusive artifact, right? That's the kind of quirky stuff. But I think 100% should pull on this. It's kind of like, it feels like it's going to be a win-win for me. Because even if I don't pull one of the Dauntless, I'm just going to get Saverio at the end to make my Shadow better. If I do pull the Dauntless, then I might you know what? Or actually, if I do pull the Dauntless, maybe I still pull, I still pick Saverio because she would just be another hero for the, what's it called? Another hero for the Dauntless team that, you know, I didn't have before and now have. You have Shadow heroes, but they're not good. Yeah, they're not good. Shadow was not good enough since they nerfed Ozul with a change with the new season. So you definitely need Saverio in order for Shadow to be good. But again, do keep in mind, what else do you have? What else do you have on your account? What else are you looking to improve? What's how many summons you have? What kind of a spender you are? Because sometimes it might just be like, you need to skip this banner because it's not worth it, you know? Because sometimes if you just don't get the, you know, all of the heroes or several heroes of the damage school, you might just better off be like, okay, let me skip this banner, prepare for later on. So for example, my advice to lots of people that didn't have Talethia, we know that Talethia comes back next week on the 5th. 100% save all of your summons for that. Right? Everybody should be getting their Talethia, especially if you went and got Analysis. Because Talethia just straight up makes Aura be the perfect team. Aura is pretty much, because I hear people say, oh, Aura's too OP. It's not really. Aura is the new Ice Blast, right? Ice Blast used to be the OP one where you would use Ice Blast in every single one of the areas of the game. Now it's Aura that you can use in every single area of the game. Which, you know what? From my point of view, that's okay. Just seems balanced. It just seems like it's not one team anymore. There's two teams that do that, right? Same way that I know somebody, Shimichi, from our server, that uses Necrosis for everything, right? He just loves his summoner teams. He just uses that for everything. So, you know, it's not like Aura's OP. No, Aura is a new option to use for the sake of the content in the game. And that's better, right? It's better than having only one be the best. Okay, there we go. This one's done. What do we have in the backpack? A couple of these. Then, I think that's it. I've been living without crystals for so long, so I think I'd rather spend a healer trying for more or our Dauntless. I mean, depends. Here's the thing. I could see that as an argument. If people have a Citadel, they might be like, oh, I'm not that desperate for crystals. But here's the thing. Crystals is so good. And he's a premium. Guaranteed support premium. I would still hardly strongly advise people to get him. I know I'm 100% gonna do it. He's just, you know, free premium support that's impossible to get otherwise. Like, it just feels like it's not worth skipping, because every other banner, they come back, right? Dauntless people come back, Aura people come back, every other normal DPS, they come back. Banners will just rotate, they're gonna be back around. But Krisos banner, is it there ever gonna be one coming back? I doubt it. Same thing with Rita. That's why I told people, just go for Rita. Is Rita banner gonna come back at some point? I doubt it. So, it just makes sense that that should be priority. From my point of view. But obviously, everybody does in the end, however they feel. I just feel like that's the smart choice. Let's do a few more of these. Especially because Krisos brings lots of cool stuff. He brings buff removal, attack penalty, shields, and healing, right? Like, many people maybe don't realize that Krisos also brings healing, not just shields. Because on his passive, every time a shield expires, he heals them for half of the value of the shield. That can be pretty good. You're still hoping to pull in with hero pieces. I do the same, but I just always pull up crap. Okay, let me see. How do I look with my runes over here? Okay, I'm getting some. Okay, we're getting some of those runes. That's good, that's good. Just do a few more of these, and then a few more of these, and then we can start testing. Pew, pew, pew. Also, now with the reset... Oh, yeah, that's what I should do after this. With the reset, there's a... Oh, I might die. I might die if the attack penalty doesn't get removed. But with the reset of the boss changes for the challenge... Come on, drop attack penalty. No. Ooh, that was close. Should be able to do the challenge now. Even though it doesn't really matter, just for the sake of, like, having that achievement. But... Ancient Battlefield challenge now should be easier because he doesn't remove 4 buffs anymore when he does the ultimate. That was a bit too problematic before. Yeah, junk that's already I5 heroes. I had that as well. It's like, oh yeah, new hero. Oh wait, it's not even a new hero or a good one for inspirations. No, it's stuff that already have max as well. It's so funny to see how many I already have, like, Inspired 5. Definitely makes me look like a Kraken. Even though I'm, you know, I just get some CC perks, and I think I just spent maybe like $20 in total over the year since the game relaunched. Maybe even less. That's pretty funny. get the 2 monthly ones. Yeah, those are 100% good value. Those are 100% good value. It's just... I don't know, I just feel like I didn't need that. Plus, obviously, I can't afford to throw money around. I have so many other stuff to, you know, cover. And I can do pretty much everything that I need. And I want to. Without having to do that. Plus, again, I do get the content creator pulse, which gives me summons and war models, so that's okay. Yepa, que pasó? Thank you for the sub on YouTube. Welcome. A bit of support for you in the game that I love. That's true. Thank you. I agree. I would do the same. But again, because I get the CC perks, I don't feel like, oh, I need you know, like I would need a few more summons. So that's why, like, I'm not stressing about it. Sometimes, yeah, being a bit of a low spender stuff, it definitely helps. This game is so generous that I don't feel like I necessarily need to spend. Again, because I'm a CC, I do get a benefit. Pretty much, that pack's the equivalent. The stuff that I get as a content creator is the equivalent of spending maybe $50 to $100 a month, if not more. So, it's pretty much basic as if I'm a spender. But I do support the game a lot by doing my videos, right? That's one of the best ways you can support the game is just, you know, promote it. And as a content creator, even though, like, yes, we're getting paid with the CC program and stuff like that, it counts, right? It helps YouTube see that, you know, games played, people care. I really work for it. That's true. I do really work for it. I do put in lots of hours to my videos, to my testings, to my live streams. But the good thing is that I'm actually enjoying it as well. So, you know, it's pretty much a win-win-win. I'm enjoying it. It's worth it from, you know, from the work point of view. And also I'm helping out people with my content. So, you know, it's win-win-win. It's all the win-win-win situations. Yeah, I'm just forging all of these runes first before I go and start do testing so that I have everything available possible. Okay. Then what's this? Complete forging, yes. Collect some more of this. I might have to do some talents. I'll have to see, right? Maybe I was but I don't think so, because the first one that I want to test is obviously going to be Aura. I'm just gonna jump in with the Aura team and have a look at whatever boss I feel works. It definitely has to be one of the AoE ones. So I had a certain idea. I know I'm doing this one. Don't do it. Don't care. So the way that I looked yesterday, this is the one that will look interesting because it had like, okay, the way that I could place my summoners, if Zilas goes front and Elwanus comes behind. But here's the thing. I noticed a little bit of a problem. Here's the thing. Summoners, you definitely want to use here. From my point of view. If a unit has more... Okay, so this one works for anything on the board. But the reason why the summoners are needed here is because the way that they are placed, right? You cannot do a hit in a diamond square 3x3 to hit them. So the only one that makes sense to use in this team to try and like kind of like hit everything is just the summoners team, right? Just the summoners team is the only one that can hit everything, unless I'm missing something. Or maybe, you know, actually maybe even Aura, right? Maybe even Aura's another one, because Talethia kind of like hits everywhere. Let me double check, right? Because she does full board and then she does her arrows. Full board and then arrows. Yeah, so this might be one of the ways. So let's say, for example, I try and do something like this. But then I also need to have her close to there. And then him, that. Him over there. This could be the way. Yeah, I think Aura is going to be the one on the frost one. That's what I'm going to try. I just want to randomly try and see how it looks with this one. There's buff, so here ideally you want a buff remover, aka you could use analyses to remove buffs. Just after they get that attack up, maybe that's when you would use analysis as a skill, but you would need her to have some accuracy as well in this team, which I don't have currently. Oh, yeah, even like this, right? See? Even like this, aura's not good. Nope. Because Diantha doesn't hit everybody to pull Witch's Remains. So, the one that would work here would be Summoners. And you would have, let's see, get something like this. You would have the Witch's Remains on, as per usual, on, what's her name? Bernade? Or you could even go on the Dark Lady, right? Plus, the good thing is you bring lots of debuffs, right? Bringing lots of debuffs means that there's less damage that they do. So this might actually be the right way. But just obviously I have to look at how the attack penalties look, how the debuffs land. Might need to work with the rotation and stuff, but I definitely feel like this is the one that should work here. Because it's, again, it's the only one, right? Lilwanis is pretty much the only one that I can think of that works well with the whole team where you do damage all over the board. Just obviously with early, because I need to do some debuffs. And I assume that this is going to be one of those harder fights as well. So I'm going to test this a little bit later. But I think the idea here would be to maybe bring debuff immunity, or maybe bring cleansing, and obviously have the... Because the Dark Lady works perfect here because she removes the buffs that they get. But I guess, yeah, let's start with this one. So units standing on the center deals 25% more damage. If heroes of 3 different elements are deployed, damage dealt increases by 50%. This is the thing that I'm wondering. Do you really want to try and break the 5-man synergy just for the sake of that? I'm not sure. So let's say normally I would do this this team, okay? Get her like that, and I think I would try to have. Let's see, which one has that? Is that the way that they do with this one? I think they go to the enemy with the highest attack. So this one would be Cinorel. So ideally they would always come to Cinorel, right? Let's just see how it goes. Why did they jump over there, though? Okay, they do that because the ultimate... The ultimate, they jump wherever there's an area of people, right? Okay, it's 3x3. So here I would have to do it a bit different. The stun is not helpful. And I guess that's okay. Yeah, that's not good. I keep getting stunned, so... Let's see. Yeah, so they keep jumping there. See, that's the problem. Show rate? What do you mean, Rhapsody? Maybe I just leave them there and it is what it is. The Red Rider? Why would I use him? Because he will not be different element to Cinorel. So the stun is being a problem. So ideally I would have to try and get high resist on them as well, so they don't keep getting stunned. I feel like I'm losing a ton of damage by keep getting those stuns. Yeah, definitely doesn't look high. Okay, so first things first. Need high resist. Or, you know what? I could. Let me see if I break this element. So let me bring somebody that brings... Where is it? Control immunity. Okay, who brings control immunity? That's a different element. Let's say I would drop Dantha, right? Somebody brings control immunity, but has to be on the ultimate, ideally. And has to be not Radiance or Fire. So we have Velocia, we have Aladia, we have Staguem. Also brings Divas up. Okay. Interesting. So she might be the one. Let me just randomly try it. Okay, so let's call this Evira Aura Test. So let's add over there support lightning. There you go. Skill timings. So her, I guess. Oh wait, no, I need. So no. 1 second. So I need somebody that's control immunity, but also could be good in Witch's Remains. Aladia only does 1 hit, so it's not good in Witch's Remains. Her damage, but not good in Witch's Remains. I guess I could try instead to have Annalise's in Witch's Remains, or I just look at bringing somebody else instead of Cinorel that could be Witch's Remains hero. It's the attack penalty and healing. Oh yeah, Rose. Well, no, the problem with Rose would be the fact that he puts recharge speed penalty. We don't need people that do recharge speed penalty or change stuff, because I would want to keep the ultimate happening at the same time. Right, so not... The spell all debuffs from the hero deals cold damage. Okay, so... Instead of Cinorel, who does multi-hits? That doesn't control immunity. He does control immunity. He doesn't. So multi-hits on the ultimate. And some healing. Yeah, Rose does it, but don't like that. Calavera is a single hit. Astyon, again, same principle. She doesn't do it on the ultimate, but does it on the battle skill. Maybe try good old Sagomir instead. But that's not enough healing. See, that's so quirky. Yeah, so let me look again. Control immunity. I guess Aladia could be good. Control immunity also brings attack penalty, and actually no, Frozen is a problem again. Reduces their stuff. That's not good. He does control immunity, but it's only in the battle skill. It's hard to time. He could be one. The spells all control and then lands control immunity. Deals damage, lands attack penalty. He only does 1 hit though. That's the problem. So he would not be good as a Witch's Remains. Then I would need somebody that's a healer that brings Witch's Remains, for example. Multi-hits healing can be good in Witch's Remains. Try Vorash. You saw some with the Elk Epic Radiance. Okay, let's see. So Radiance, Epic. Okay, the Elk, let's see what does he do. Not scoring high. Basic attacks have a chance of dealing radiant damage to enemies within range, okay. Okay, single target attack is critical. Hero gains 1 stack of rally. Okay, this is for rally. And then this one. Damage resistance penalty. Increases damage. Oh, okay. I like this. They take more damage. Next basic attacks guaranteed trigger the passive skill. For next 5 seconds, damage from the passive skill is increased by 50%. Damage increase, yeah, that sounds good. With 3 grouped in upper corner. Yeah, this damage increase could be interesting, but it's... He needs rally. Does he get rally on himself? Okay, he does gain rally on himself. The pet with them, that's true. Pet could be there. Oh, like that, and just keep them blocked or something. It's so quirky. But let me look at this. So what I was looking at again is somebody that does healing. That's like this. Okay, maybe Voresh could work. Okay, let me just randomly try this. So ice support. Yeah, Voresh in the team instead of him. It might be a complete hot mess, waste of time, but we're gonna try it. Let me just start our skill timings. So I want to do the ultimates after 18 because they do cleanse every time you do the ultimate. So he would be 18.2, 18, 18, 16.1, 18. She would do the ultimate just before they do the ultimate. Let's say, or a little bit earlier. No, just before ultimate. Let me do 17.5. 18.1, 18.2, and then analysis. Somebody will have to have the witches, the puppeteer though. He would have to have the witches remains. In accuracy and attack percent, I guess. Lots of attack, right? Because the more attack, the more healing. Because here's the thing, we're not desperate for that healing, actually. I just realized. We're not desperate for that healing because we have analysis that also brings healing. Okay, what can we get over here as well? What would he be good in? Something that helps. 100% this, I guess. Have an attack percent. I do. With some accuracy, okay. Or here, attack percent. Okay, no. So attack percent with some accuracy. There we go. Then for 3-piece set, is there anything that I can think in particular? What does he have for talents? Okay, nothing that he puts shields or anything. I definitely want to give him the debuff extension talent. Hero says he'll resist. He's not going to have resist. Inflicts a debuff, yes. And extend duration of debuffs. Okay, that's pretty much all I need. Then for the normal set, how about a scratchy order for analysis? What do you mean? I kind of need this. I kind of need Puppeteer on analysis or on Lenkos. But analysis might be good with Wallowing Edge. Because I think she's kind of one that's a little bit close to Alethea. I would have to see that. But let me finish him first. So I kind of need stuff with skill haste now, though. I kind of need actually skill haste because he's not going to be part of a pairing. I need to give him skill haste so he goes on an 18-second rotation. That might be a problem. Not from the fey boxes. Oh, I didn't even look at that. I don't know which one you mean. Scratchy order. Right, I'm struggling trying to push a Vortex team. Can't seem to have it live for the whole time. Yeah, most of the time they would not. Most of the teams, unless you bring 2 supports, would not survive the whole fight. Do you mean Ancient Oath? I don't know which one you mean, Rhapsody. Okay, let me just finish this first. So what do I want to do? This one for debuffs, but then there's nothing else I can think that can be really helpful. Honestly, considering that I'm bringing considering the fact that I'm bringing a control immunity, I can just have them paired together as long as I keep myself alive. It's gonna be hard. I need to get one of these that also give me skill haste. So I might just have to go with broken top offset piece. Like this. Ideally would be Holy Hunter, but I don't seem to have one. Let's just go with this. Yeah, he doesn't get... Do I have any... Is there anything that he can get here that gives him ultimate energy? Nothing. Just this one. I could get this one, just give somebody high resist. Maybe. Attack percent accuracy. Let's just go with that. So let's just try this quirky thing. So store. Then let's just get him over here. Getting everybody together. This over here. But the problem is this one comes over there, so they might get bonus damage. Actually, no, because if I make sure that he has the highest attack, after they do the ultimate, they teleport back to him. You just need to give him higher attack. Okay, how much is that? 3.8. What's over here? Give him attack. Hello, JR. How's it going, bro? Welcome, welcome. Okay, he should have the highest attack for now. Unless Talethia decides to be like, no, I'll get more. See, crit damage and HP percent. Yep, give her more HP, lower attack. Let you know I can leave this for now. HP and crit damage. Secrecy order, skill haste, 20 enlightenment. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. So this one, okay. Allies under shields applied by the wearer have their attack increased by 10%. If the ally is at full HP while the shield persists, they additionally gain 10% damage buff. Okay. Yeah, this one sounds interesting. But I feel like I need I break this. I could break it, I guess. But I don't have shields on him. But that's definitely a set to keep an eye out for. Okay, so Staguem. For Staguem, for her, I was trying to look at, because I'm gonna use her for this. So yeah, let me just skill her up. Again, this is just gonna be a random test. It might be completely useless. Analysis, that's true. Analysis could wear that instead of the horn. But here's the thing, the horn gives me 50. Actually, wait, no, that's different. You're right, that's true. Blah, blah, blah. What am I thinking? Good idea. So let's just give this set to Anne. Just whatever pieces I have. And then I'll just have Puppeteer on this guy. So let me just give him damage. There we go. And then over here a Quick Glove. Yes. Good point, thank you. Okay, so that. She still has the same. She's in this, is in that. Okay, so for her, what can I do? I can go like this. I can go high resist. Because they keep doing debuffs. They keep trying to do debuffs. Every time I try to do debuffs, she's not going to get debuffed, pretty much. But I'm going to need a ton of skill haste. Need a ton of skill haste so that whenever she... So she can rotate the ultimate. Oh, come on. Nothing rolls in skill haste. Jesus. Fuck off. So skill haste and resist. Jeez, what's happening with all the skill haste dodge? Gee, damn. And I guess ideally you want to get defense or HP. Something like this. There we go. At least one roll. HP or defense with skill haste. Let's see. Can I get better? There we go. A double. One more try. And a 1. Okay. So 54 so far. I guess I'm lucky because Inspire 3 gives her skill haste. So that's 54. She needs to have okay, 18.2. We're already getting there. Let's see. Maybe there's something over here. Yep. Every time she does a buff, she can get one of these. Yep, more skill. Okay, that's good. So we're good. Extends duration of buffs granted by the hero. Yes. I want to do that. And then last one, I don't really care. Now for the set, what would make sense on her? She could be the one being tanky mode, right? She could be the one with Ancestral Protection. I think. Because I don't think there's any debuffs that I would care about. And then for any fancy piece of gear, let me just do this. Okay, let's randomly test this. This is just a random test for the sake of breaking the affinity. The synergy stuff. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, first station I noticed, Lenkos needs to have a lot higher attack. So they jump to him. Okay, that's enough attack. 5.2k. Hello, SAC. Doing good, how are you doing? Welcome. They go there. Need them to jump there, though. Okay, they do the right stuff now. They still land frozen, though. That's weird. Oh, I forgot actually frozen works on the ultimate. Interesting. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Why did they just decide to do different ultimates at different times? Does she reduce ultimate energy or anything? Why did they just be like, yeah, we're gonna do whatever? Nobody reduces ultimate energy. And they cannot be stunned or knocked up, right? Or am I missing something? Why did they do their ultimates at different times? What am I missing? Or do they gain ultimate energy? Okay, so let's see. We do this. Why does it look like the whole rotation is a lot further? 6, 6, and then 18. Okay, so that's why. So, the start of battle inflicts Datura mark on the enemy with the lowest HP. When the target under Datura mark dies, select a new target. When the target under Datura mark gains a buff, the hero gains 30% ultimate energy. This effect can trigger once every 5 seconds. The hero takes 30% less damage from enemies under Frozen. Okay, this is just too much of a hot mess. This is just too much of a hot mess. Like, everybody goes and does random stuff whenever they want. I swear. I swear it's just... Like, why does one do something, then another one does something else? Why are they on different rotations? It's so freaking weird. Okay, this fight is stupid. This fight is stupid. Okay. Screw this. This was a random aura test. I don't care. Let's go back to the basics. So, let me just throw in my Rose Vortex team. And see this. Same principle. Okay, so they kind of go there. If they go there, I have to have a look at what I can do to, like, increase the resistance over there. But without a buff. Kind of seems like I might need high resist on those people. So they only ignore 35% of the resistance with this one. With the teleport, that's fine. So as long as they don't ignore more resistance from here, I could try some high resist builds. It's such a weird fight. See, this is why, you know, this is why testing happens. This is why I'm doing testing, because everything feels so weird. Like, too much stuns happening. Control immunity doesn't look like it's going to be an easy solution over here, honestly. You know what? Let me just have a look in the Discord, because guess what? I'm part of CLS for a reason. There might be some suggestions. Okay, let's look at this. So let's see. People are talking about what teams they did. We jump to present. Let's see what people did. Because that's how it happens most of the time, right? It's like, okay, do some testing, have a look. But it's a team effort. Somebody else might see some quirky thing, a quick quirky idea, it might work. That could be an idea. That's something that I was thinking as well. See somebody using a burn team. Burn could be fun. I would love burn here. Okay, Liveranov is a genius. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so Liv had an amazing team, which I definitely think I'm gonna steal, and he's gonna get a massive shout out for that. Wait, let me see. Did I just look at the wrong stuff? No, I looked at the right stuff. Look, let me show you, right? This is what I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna play with this. I'm gonna work on it, and I'm obviously once I'm gonna make a video on it, leave a round of gets a shout out because this is the team he worked on. I love Burn. I love Burn, so I'm happy to see this. So let's build this one up, right? Let's build this one up. So let me first start making some changes. Fabric support, curse challenge 6. I don't need this anymore. Let me empty some of these spots. Spire test. Tempest 18. I guess I'll need to leave it. Vortex Rose. Fabric. Why did I already have that? Oh yeah, because I swapped to that one. Okay, so let me delete this one. I swapped to the one where I had more fire. Lightning Fae, need it. Burn Fae, I'm gonna need it. Vortex Jorn, I don't need it. Ruins 12, I don't need it. Vortex Ardreth, I don't need it. Preparing some of these teams. Tempest 18, I already had another team, I think. I don't know. I'll just build a team later. Speedrun Ice Blast, I don't care about. We're past the speedrunning stuff. Speedrun Aura, yes please. Flame Domain, I will keep. Ice Blast, I'm not sure Ice Blast for what, so... Around 20, I'm just speedrunning it. Rally Spire. I already have an updated one at the top. Shadow is just Shadow. Okay, so now we have teams available. So, let's go ahead and let's prepare the Burn team. So, Burn team is going to be this, then good old Pakeston. And good old Zrax. And also some Bigs. That's what we were using. So, that's something like this. Like that. And then he went forward. I think. Right, he kind of showed a bit of positioning. That's funny. Like, yeah, so the positioning, I think, has to be same as we had before, where we kind of like cheese it with the familiar. There we go. We need more team slots up to 50. I know, right? There's so many more things happening there. That's definitely we need more. Okay, so let's see. Ivira. Burn 1 billion. We're hoping for 1 billion at least. So. 2 epics. An epic and a rare even. An epic and a rare in bigs. So let's start off like this. Let's start with the main damage dealer. Because that's how we do it. So I have this maxed. Okay. Just gonna need to get talents maybe for this guy as well. What's the next thing? Triggered. When blast is triggered 3 times on the field, increases hero's attack by 1%. Oh yeah, no, this one. Always the burn one. Always the burn thingy. Then this one, I guess, let me just see. After the talent owner triggers blast, I already have it. I already have it. I already have it. Anything, nobody dies. I guess let's just go with that. So, main damage here, let's start out with Oil of Skyfire. Then over here, I want to get attack percent, crew rate, crit damage, and something like this if I can. Okay, let's see, can I get crit damage and attack percent? Yes, but that's mostly skill haste. So you definitely want to have some accuracy on your Durham. New player on day 18, what should I focus on? 2 main teams or and min-maxing them? No, here's what you should do. Initially, try to get 1 team that helps you with dungeons, and then try and get as many teams focused around premium heroes as possible, because the main goal of the game is to get to the Continental challenges, which is what we're testing now, and then to the end game, where you require 6 teams minimum to fight as many of the bosses to get as much damage as possible. So, initially, because you're a new player, try to build as many teams around specific premium. So, for example, Aura. If you started Aura, build an Aura team around Talethia, Analysis, and whatever's next. Then another good team to work is Burn, right? With Durham, Pakeston, Karth. Then you can go with Summoners, Lilwanes, and any other supports around her. For Dauntless, you can do as well, but it's a bit quirky. Dauntless, you want Guinevere, kind of works really well. Then Corrosion is a bit of a quirky one, I'll leave it in the back. Ice Blast is an extremely easy and powerful one. get Beldel, Sheena, and Zorak, and you're good to go. So that's what you want to do, right? Build as many teams as possible. Once you have several teams built for different elements, that's when you start to be like, okay, which is going to be maybe a couple of seasons. That's when you start being like, okay, what should I be focusing on? What should I be pushing to upgrade? Where should I get inspirations? But for now, get as many teams. So don't dive deep into one single team because you're going to lose on the long run. Okay, so let me see again. Accuracy and crit damage. Honestly, I feel like whatever he's wearing right now is just good enough. Okay, crit damage, accuracy, and crit rate. You're the worst. That's so funny. I did a ton of forging and still had the best already. Over here, I definitely want crit damage. This one's good, crit rate and accuracy. Or, ooh, come on, accuracy and crit rate and stuff. I think I'm still going to use it. I think I'm still going to use it because, like, okay, I'm losing like a little bit of 8%, but I'm going to get more because I'm going to ascend it for him. So if I do this, given the crit damage, still better than this one, right? This one would just give me a bit more crit rate. But for top pieces, 100% I'm going to go with this. 100% I'm going to go with this. Now I just need an attack percent that also has some accuracy. There we go. It's like, I swear, it's like I have the perfect build for Durham. It's like everything was there. Just, I'm missing a little bit of crit rate. But, guess what? We got a tempering stuff. Come on, 5. Should I skip this upcoming summon event as free to play? Oh, you mean the lightning and yeah, the Dauntless and Shadow one, the lightning and necrosis. I think you should. I think you should. Depends what you have, but I think you should. I think you should save for the next one, for Fire Radiance, and then for the Chrysos, right? Chrysos banner, which should be at the end of the season. Make sure you have 300 save, because that's going to be pretty strong. Don't expect to be great in season 1 or 2 unless you're exactly. You don't expect to like do extremely well early on. Expect to be more of a long run type of thing. Come on, do better. It's fine. So it's fine. I'm not gonna perfect min max. I just wanna do the build and test it. You don't have Talethia for our team, but have Diane, Talinkos, and Elysis. Okay, then save, because next Friday, there should be, Talethia should be on the banner. She should come back on the banner as part of the Fire and Radiance, okay? So definitely save your summons, wait till then. Okay, he's done. Next one. For him, let's go with this, because I guess we need accuracy. And then one of these. Whichever gives you the most accuracy. This one. Okay, and then this one, accuracy and attack speed. Okay, is good enough. And then over here again, attack speed. Whatever gives you the most attack speed, and maybe some attack. Or some skill haste as well. Let's see. Come on. Okay, perfect. Exactly what I need. Attack speed and skill haste. I just gotta make sure that he is the one that's close to... Yep, okay, that's good. Okay, next one. Karf. So will I think I'm gonna try and go get Biggs. Be with the Witch's Remains. Or actually, wait. Does he have AoE here as well? No, just single target. AoE there. You know, just for safety, I'm gonna see Conch later, but just for now, let me just go with the Witch's Remains. Okay, Witch's Remains. Then this. Ooh, actually. Triple skill haste. I lose some attack speed. I'll take that. I don't want to have Ice Blast team and Aura team without Talethia. Not enough champs from other schools to build new teams. Yeah, so just run with that for now, right? It's hard because there's so many things. It's hard to do everything perfectly. So just whatever you have for now, that's what you focus on. So he's gonna be Witch's Remains, which means let's just go with this. That's what I'm gonna get on card. So for him, I just need accuracy, pretty much. And Puppeteer. Let's go Puppeteer. With, whatever, I guess. I was just looking at this. So, accuracy. There was one that says with accuracy share, blah, blah, blah. Not this one. This one. Which one was it? Bone Resonance. Okay, if the wearer has highest accuracy among allies, heroes that start the battle increase their accuracy by 10%, share that increased amount with all other heroes. So this is gonna be a good one, right? A piece like this, you just give him a shit ton of accuracy, and you can lower everybody else's accuracy. Pretty much, just full on accuracy on him, because he's not gonna do damage anyway. Let's just do that. Accuracy is the main stat. Just do this. Boom. Elemental Ascension. Perfect. And then over here, whatever gives me the highest accuracy as well. Because again, he's not going to be doing a ton of damage. Okay. Carf. Carf. What can Carf bring that's useful? I feel like maybe the Chest of Radiance. Oh, wait. No, not the Chest of Radiance. They're all fire. So Carf can go with the Globe. So here's the thing. Even though I saw Liv, this is the way that I do it. Even though Liv kind of showed the team, he put the team code, I still like to test myself first, right? I take the base of it and then I play around with it myself. Your Fae as high as you can is one thing you should do. Exactly, Fae is really important to do as well. But let's see, Karth has this. Then I want to go full on attack on Karth with pieces of gear. I don't have this. Okay, what I have is what I'm going to use for now. Screw it. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. As much attack as possible. So the goal over here is to give as much attack as possible to Karth so that he can share that with Durham, right? For every 1 point of enlightenment, the wearer has increased their defense. If the wearer's range increases enlightenment. Don't care about that. But let's go with mythic pieces of gear. Let's go with blood wounds. This one. Ooh, ooh. Oh, man. And then over here with blood wounds gaze. Okay. So bottom attack and attack percent. Whatever gives me the most attack. Come on, give me some triple quads attack percent. Okay, whichever gives me the highest attack. I guess it's that one. And then even here, I guess I could go, no, actually I need, or do I need? I don't think I need it. Because here's the thing, he already has accuracy. He gets some accuracy boost from bigs. And then he puts increased accuracy, so maybe I don't need that much. Maybe I just need whatever gives me the highest attack. If it has some accuracy as well, that would be good. So let's try like this. Okay, so there's nothing like that. Got it. Come on, give me a triple to make it worth it. Triple, but on the wrong one. 154 plus the other 40 is 200 plus the increased accuracy that he puts on himself. That should be okay. Plus, I can even do, instead of this, I can just make him ignore resist. Because I already have this guy that does blast, and I already have him that does blast. So, okay, last one is Pakeston. So for Pakeston, because he's gonna go in front, because Pakeston's gonna go in front, he should be having something that heals himself. I think there was, which one? Was this one? When the allies' HP drops below 40%, heals them for 5% enlightenment. The effect can trigger once every 15 seconds. It's this or it's this one. Maybe this one to keep healing himself. Let's start with this. Then I want him to be tanky. Maybe some accuracy as well. Like, he's gonna be maybe just outside of the rotation. But he just needs to be alive. His main goal is to stay alive, pretty much. And anything here. Oh yeah, there was the set that we just saw that what's the one that saw? The one that's like, okay, every hit gives you more resist and you get tankier. Ancient Oath. Precision Study. Ancient Oath. Yes, okay, this one. So let's see. Let's go with this. Then for the top piece, we can go just full on keeping him alive with this one. Something like this. Every time he drops below, he heals. And any other one that's at the top that works. Don't need accuracy, don't need this. Midsummer Glow, this for the bottom. Resistance. Precision Study. This one could work as well. Again, more damage mitigation pretty much. He's not gonna have any accuracy though, but that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, whatever gives me the highest accuracy at the top. Or get this, because he's gonna have some enlightenment. Oh yeah, for every point enlightenment, he has 13. I didn't give him any enlightenment. It's fine. This is just a random testing. So, let's try. I think I'm just gonna let them go full YOLO because the rotations are gonna be all over the place. Just have to make sure that it's full YOLO, but they go every 18 seconds. So the first one's gonna be Beaks. He goes at 12. Then let's go, he can go full YOLO. 12.1, 12.3. Then over here has to be 10.1 and every 18. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Oh shit! I think we bugged the boss. I think that's why this works. There's a bug. There's a bug and we cheese the boss with it. Look at us. They're not... They're not doing anything. They're not moving anywhere. They're not doing the rotation. They just stopped. They're like, nope, we're not doing anything. What's happening? We broke the boss. I think we broke the boss. I think that's why the damage does so good. Because they don't do nothing, we just exploded. Oh my god. I ain't even mad, it's amazing. Okay, because we broke it, we can do the proper rotation then. Because we broke it, we can do the proper rotation. Let's go 12.5. Anyway, that's amazing. Yep. We broke the boss. That's fine. I love that. Perfect. Perfect, easy team. Oh my god. Well, love to see it. It's kind of sad that it works like this, but I still love to see it. Still love to see that I can cheese it. So I guess this one's just like, how much damage can I push now? As many burns happening there as possible. So it's perfect for this guy, because he keeps putting those turrets and he just hits the two in front. Right? Exactly like what it has. Then what's his face? He just needs to stay alive. He just needs to stay alive. So pretty much the only goal that he has in here, Pixen, staying alive. And I feel like because they're not doing anything else, just having that mythic artifact that makes him heal when he drops under 50% would work. And I could try and squeeze some damage on him as well. Right? Because the damage doesn't happen too much. He just pushes back once the 15 seconds passes before he gets under 50%. And then boom, he goes back. Okay. That's amazing. Pretty awesome. So now I just have to look, how can I push the damage more, right? That's all I have to do, push the damage as much as possible. So now I think what I'm going to try to see if I can give a damage build to Pixen instead. Because I saw Liveranov did almost 1 billion, so I want to try and do 1 billion. That's crazy. Wait, let me close this. See? Oh yeah, showed you. Look at that. 1 billion. Might try to see if I can give him more damage. Because, right, even he did the same, no damage. That's crazy. You know what I wonder? So because this is the... I think he has the highest attack. And they're trying to jump to him. So because they try to jump to him, what if I try to do the same thing? So let's see, Ivera burn 800 million. That's what I did pretty much. What if I do the same thing though with this? What if I try to do the same thing? Like that. And just make sure that he has the highest attack. What if they get stuck again, right? They get stuck, they try and get over there, but they cannot. Because I think that's what's happening. They're trying to jump over to whoever has the highest attack. And they can't do that. And because of that reason, they just sit in one place. Let's see. Okay, no. So this time, my bad. So, Cinorel has the highest attack. So let me put him in there. So you pretty much cheese the boss. Okay. Just put your highest attack, hide them in the corner. The bosses will never teleport. And you can use any team you want. Whichever team you want to use that you think would do more damage, that's the one that you're going to do here. And if Matt's amazing. That's crazy. So I have a feeling I don't even need him. You know what? I don't even need Cinorel. So I feel because of that, I can just go with Aura. Or try and go with Aura. Oh, sorry, with the Rose team. And just do the same principle, because this one should give me more damage. Same principle, just make sure that Linkos has a ton of attack. Again, make sure Linkos has the highest attack. And then, oh yeah, I don't need to, I need to save as a new one. Let me delete this. And just go with this one and be like, actually no, this one and be like, save. Ivera Aura. And I can swap this a bit around because now I don't really care about having these timings. I can make, let me see, analysis. Her healing helps our damage. So because initially she does this. She does 5. Plus then the 18 seconds, that's 23. So at 23 she does it again. So everybody needs to start after 23. So let's go like this. 23, 23.1, 23.2, 23.3. Every 18, every 18. This one needs to be 21. Okay. Now, I can swap. I can give Rose the Witch's Remains. I can give Linkos. Linkos can stay with that. She can go with Orb of the Dragon God. When I can see it. I'm just blind, apparently. Why am I being so blind? Okay, so that. There we go. I'm blind. It's fine, guys. And now we can try and just give a damage build to Diantha as well. Because we can afford to. Then over here, let's see. Crit damage. Or I can go with crit rate. Yeah, crit damage with some crit rate ideally. Or I can just go crit rate to make sure she crits. Like that. Nah, you know what? I like crit damage more. Give me crit damage. Crit damage main. Boom. Plus this one looks okay. Then over here, crit rate, crit damage if I can. Yes, please. Then over here, crit rate, crit damage if I can. Yes, please. Crit damage with crit rate. Okay. Then over here, crit rate, crit damage. Okay. Damage build. Linkos just for the Puppeteer. Let OddOne advise on scrolls. They are hard to get and you need many. Yeah, for scrolling, usually you try to go for the priorities, the team priorities. So people like Annalise's definitely would want to scroll her. Okay, that one's okay. That one's okay. Wait, anything better I can get here? Crit damage with HP percent, maybe? Yes, I can try. And then over here, I definitely want to go with the HP percent. Then over here, crit damage. Come on, double crit damage at least. No, just one. Okay, now worth it. So this is for the... I hope I'm changing the right one. Yes. Okay, so let's see how this one goes. Okay, something changed. Oh, yeah. It changed because, she got more attack. Let's try again. Whoever has the highest attack or close to the highest attack should be stuck. Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem with Linkos. Oh, wait, no, my bad. I just need to make sure that Diantha has lower attack. So let me go with HP percent and crit rate. Perfect. Look at that. Come on, triple crit rate. Oh, come on. More crit rate. Okay, good enough. And then over here, let me go with a different crit damage one. Ideally, oh yeah, I was like Nocturnal Hunt. Oh wait, cannot use that on the bottom. So let's just go with this one. It's fine. Okay. Low attack. Linkos should have the highest attack though. So Linkos needs to have the highest attack. So that he can be stuck in the corner. And soak up. Well, not soak up, but pretty much don't let the boss move. And then Thalethia needs to have the second highest attack so that when Linkos gets ultimate, Thalethia gets that damage boost up. Okay, so that. Bruh. Oh yeah, I forgot to change her timings. Perfect. 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 And perfect. Okay. Looking good. Want to get all of those debuffs, because the more debuffs on the targets, the more damage we do. I wonder if there's anybody that I can use. Anybody that does more than 2 debuffs. That's multiple hitting ultimates. That's Radiance. I feel like the only one that could be similar would be Donella, but she only hits once on the ultimate. So pretty much any team can work here that does AoE. As long as they're mostly ranged and you lock the highest attack in the back. Pretty much bug out the boss. Which is funny. But yeah, it doesn't look like I can push a lot higher with Aura. It looks like Aura's not gonna work here. Or Aura's not the best here. I think Burn. 100% Burn's gonna be the team here. Right? Because look, 2 minutes and we're barely pushing damage. But at least we see that Ivira we kind of found the cheese for. That's the cheese for Ivira. Now let's go back and let's let's push the limits on this one. Let's push the limits on this fight. So let's go ahead and look for Enlightenment. Perfect. That's what I see. Enlightenment in this set. Because he kind of does most of his damage as derivative can be the best. There we go. Then bottom one, let's go with again Enlightenment with accuracy and attack percent. Yes, please. There we go. Then over here, accuracy with Enlightenment and attack percent. There we go. Just one piece on every single one. That's all I need. I don't need it to be ultra good, just to do the right stuff. Attack percent, Enlightenment. It's the attack percent. There we go. Even with accuracy is good. Hell yeah. That's what I want to see. And now this one is exactly that. So this one would have to be Enlightenment and attack percent or Enlightenment and accuracy. Like that. Okay. Let's see. So first of all, I want to see if he survives. Right? I want to see if he survives first before I start changing everybody else to give more damage. Pix is not going to do a ton, but you know, a little bit of damage is going to help. Most of the damage in this team just comes from Durham's passive exploding. He should fall under, but then he should heal. Let's see. Okay, there we go. He's healing. Now I want to see if that procs again. Then that means that maybe I can change the mythic piece to get it to the top into something else. Okay, he does. Kind of looks like he's sustaining with just that. Because that one I think can proc every 15 seconds. Okay, so he can sustain with that. Now then, let's swap the top piece then into, so ideally accuracy, enlightenment, and attack percent. Okay, can I have all of those? Ideally, I would have this. Whoever triggers a critical hit, even though he might not trigger a lot. Oh wait, damage increased by for okay, no. So this one's not gonna be good. This one doesn't matter. Anything else that would matter for him? It's not really. So anything is enlightenment accuracy, like something like this. for this one, whatever gives me the highest attack. How much do I lose? Not too much, so... Oh yeah, but I need more accuracy. Stops that accuracy. Yeah, it looks like 200 attack. Gain a bit more accuracy, so that might be better. Oh yeah, I can also temper this. Just wish I had an attack percent on this, but you know what, that's okay for now. Oh yeah, one thing I was wondering. Instead of the attack speed set on him... Oh wait, look at how much of an idiot I am. I put 2 as the Everlasting Candle Flame on Carf, even though that's not how it works. Jesus. So what I can do also, I was thinking about this, Secrecy Order. Allies under shields. Okay, wait, we don't have shields, so this doesn't work. That's fine. So what I can do is, instead of this, I can go with whatever gives me the highest attack. Like this. Okay, let's see. Does Carf have enough accuracy, though, to land his burns? Not sure if he did. I guess I can see next time Carf does his ultimate. Okay, to see the damage goes up, that means Carf lands his burns, so that's okay. Okay, let's see what can we push over here. Pushing the limit. Oh yeah, wait a second. So I can rotate this a little bit. Here's the thing. I can rotate things a bit. What do I mean by that? I can make Carf go after Durham. Because Durham going first means he lands his incineration, which makes the target take more damage the more burners are. So the more explosions we do after, the more damage we do. That's why Paxton worked well after that. So let's see now. Okay, boom. There we go. Yep, look at that. It definitely looks like it's a bit better. Boom. A lot better. 1 billion. Yes, let's go. Road to 1 billion, baby. That's what we're looking for. I just wonder if there's a talent that I need to change for somebody after if I don't hit 1 billion. But you know, here's the thing. I definitely want 1 billion because I want to have the thumbnail. You know, I want to have the thumbnail of like 1 billion damage versus Evira. It's kind of like the goal, you know. Or that's the hope. We're slowly getting there, though. I feel like I'm gonna hit it, but just like barely. Oh man, come on. 1 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion. Might be clutch. Might be really clutch. Come on. Are we gonna do it though? It looks okay. It looks like we're on the road to that, but is it gonna happen? I feel like maybe the one thing that I'm missing is somehow a bit more crit damage on Durham, but I'm not sure how I can do that, because that's the quirky thing. With the Oil of Skyfire, it gives you lots of attack, right? Which would be the best artifact for him. So I'm not sure what else could be done to push his crit damage. Because if you remove that, you lose like a lot of damage. The Oil of Skyfire gives you 40% more damage every time he deals damage. Yeah, see, 848. What am I missing? What am I missing? You know, just out of curiosity, let's see the team code. Let's see what kind of builds did he have. Let's see what kind of builds did Liv have. Maybe I was missing something. So let's see, load team. Pretty much what I thought. That's that. Okay. Misty Conch on him, I guess. We tried to get Karf more damage. Maybe gear upgrade? Maybe. But let me see. Oh yeah, 1 second. One thing that I might be missing is... Okay, so he kind of changed at the end. So he didn't go with that artifact. Instead, he went with this. And just use this as the only healing. Maybe that's the way instead, right? So it wasn't the mythic artifact. That was maybe my mistake. It wasn't the mythic artifact. It was the mythic piece of gear that was the quirky one. So let's go with that. So at the top... Celestial Decree. There we go. Come on. Give me a light, 1 accuracy and HP. Okay, a little bit of everything. I'll take it. Temperings. That's true. Temperings could work. I'm just missing the... Oh, yes. This is the thing. I have so much crit rate. I'm missing the crit damage rolls. Right? So I would need somehow more of the crit damage. Or like this one again. See, lots of crit rate. Lots of crit rate here. I need some more crit damage rolls. For example, this, right? I would need ideal attack with crit damage. I don't have that. Let's just do an instant. We have 30 for today. Let me just do an instant battle. Or 30 for the week. Let me just test this one. We only need 2 teams. Come on. Is he still gonna survive or not? Let's see. Okay. Got a little bit higher. A little bit higher. Just again, I feel like I need to push his crit damage somehow. Push his crit damage higher. This 257 is not crit damage enough. Again, see, I don't get much with crit damage. Okay, I could try this. But I lose a lot of crit rate. That, oh yeah, that's the forged one, that's why. You know, let me just ignore the accuracy. Let's go with this instead. Okay, that's a lot of... And I lose more crit damage than I actually gain. Even though I gain a bit of attack. So let me see again. Let me... think about something. So at the start of the battle, wearer shares 50% attack and defense with up to 2 adjacent allies in the same row. Okay. So I saw that he had 2 of them. He had on him and on him. But if I swap them like this, then let's see, do they jump? Can they jump him if I do this? No, they don't. Okay. So because I can do that, then I can try and give him even more attack. Okay, that's good to know. So let's go with the Puppeteer and as much attack as possible. Attack percent. Perfect. Temper. Then the Everlasting Candle Flame. I need attack percent. Oh no, I don't have it. Okay, like I have the flat one, so let me go with the flat one. And then the Puppeteer with attack percent. Okay. Go. Attack at the top, okay. Then attack at the top, okay. He already has whatever the highest attack I could give him. Okay, attack percent. Attack percent. More attack, more attack. And then we do have him. Let me just see before I mess it up. Oh, they moved. Why did they move? Okay, let's try again. Okay, so sometimes they jump. Interesting. Or only one jump. Okay, so because he has the highest... Did I miss something? Let me see. Okay, let me load the previous one. And see, is it the same? Okay, let's see. Okay, so one still jumps. Okay, because Durham has the highest attack, I cannot do much. I just need to keep him over there. He needs to be fully enclosed. Yep. Okay, got it. Got it. Wait a second, did I do my AoE stuff right? Oh, bro, I'm losing lots of damage because the AoE damage doesn't land quick enough from the familiar. That's 12%. That might be the difference between me hitting the million or not. Okay, you go at 9, then. Let's try it again. That's a lot of damage being missed. Right, that's 12%. Pretty much 10% of 900 million is 90 million, aka the road to 1 billion. That might be the missing link. Oh yeah, and I want to check one more thing, one more talent. So when it comes to talents, there's the last ones that say, one says this: when talent owner inflicts burn exceeding stack limit, triggers additional blast every 10 seconds. This is one. Then, same thing, each time burn is successfully granted, burn allies gain damage up for 10 seconds, up to 5 stacks. What if I do that on Biggs? Each time burn is successfully granted, burn allies gain, because Biggs does burns more often than Karf. What if I swap over to this? He goes over to this. And then over here, I could try and do another one of the blast ones, because this effect can trigger once every 10 seconds, but it doesn't say does not stack. Once every 10 seconds per person. More coffee if you're going to do maths. No, that's all the maths. When an ally triggers blast, increases damage. That's what he has. I guess fuck it, let's finish Biggs. Let's give the Biggs the... I think he should be fine. I think his Rex is enough for doing this. Because he does lots of burns, not just himself, but with the... with the turrets as well. Okay, let's see this. Come on, damage be damage. Okay, what's that? What was that? What's the other debuff? Oh, Will of Stag. Okay. I was like, what's the other one? Increases repetitive damage taken. Oh, that's just for the repetitive damage, because he has that. I'm not sure it actually counts. You know what? I'm not sure it actually counts because now that I think about it, his derivative damage is only on the ultimate, right? So it says, okay, that one does damage. Enemies will take additional. Oh, okay, so maybe this is good. Additional derivative damage. Okay, each time the field effect applied by the hero game. Okay, would enable the skill for one additional global attack. So maybe this does make sense. Okay. Let's just do an instant battle. Come on, 1 billion. 1 billion. 1 billion. That's what I want to see. Come on. Hit me with a 1 billion. Okay, it's thinking, so that means I think it's gonna hit the 1 billion. How? Did I screw it up because of the talents? 910. It didn't seem like that big of a difference. Do these not stack? Okay, let's have both of these over here. Maybe I need these to stack. Come on. I might just have to tweak it, or I might just give up on the idea of making a 1 billion damage video, and I just start off by making a here's the insane damage against the Vera. That might just have to be it. Could be RNG, that's true. Sometimes might be RNG. I mean, I'm still happy, I'm not gonna lie, right? 900 million I don't think is bad for a team, for the initial team that we built. I'm just wondering, I think based on the same principle, I think Corrosion could work against this as well. Right? Corrosion could work. I could have just a 5-man Corrosion team. Because I don't need healing. Just whoever's in the front needs to survive. Wonder if that does better. You have same principle. All of them packed together. Just the only difficult thing is gonna be having Whisk have a lower attack. Even your Vortex team still has a 300 million variance. Yeah, that can be tricky. I wonder, again, I really wonder if Corrosion could work here, because I could have Gegnu be the one soaking up the damage. Whisk could be Summer fighting there, and because Whisk has invisibility... Right, I almost knocked over my microphone. Because Whisk has invisibility, he would not be jumped. I just need to make sure that whoever's the second highest attack is not Gegnu, and is somebody that goes over there hidden behind. Okay, I'm definitely losing like one rotation at the end. It's okay. It's okay. 900 million is a good start. I'll tweak and I'll try to min-max this even more. But I might be missing out maybe on some of the elemental affinity boosts. Still, again, 900 million I think is a pretty solid damage. But let me just do this for the sake of testing. So I prepared that. Just for the sake of testing, let's go with Corrosion. Just get Whisk. Okay, let me get everybody out. Let's try that. So let's get Whisk. Let's get... What does she do? Oh, that's a new one. For each negative effect on the enemy, deals an additional instance of damage up to 2 times. So she can do up to 3 hits. Corrosion intensity 50. No, I want Gegnu. Gegnu's just the guy. He's just gonna be over here. Then this. Then that. And then Is she a melee unit? Let's see. Okay, so she's a melee unit. Yeah, we still have 5 days, so definitely no rush. Okay, Corrosion. Another Corrosion hero that's maybe ranged, ideally. Gains attack up. I don't need stuff to gain. I need her to do stuff for other people. He does summons 5 or strike random enemies. Meh. Okay, let's just say for the sake of it. So let's see. Okay, Corrosion can do the same thing. Oh, never mind. No, because the only way this would work is if whoever's in the corner over here has the highest attack. So I would have to do it in such a way where Whisk doesn't have the highest attack. You know what? I could be quirky. I could just give Whisk the Witch's Remains instead and just make Sacredea have the Swamp Toad. Increase her corrosion intensity. Just gotta make sure that he lets them do their stuff. Okay, let me, just for the sake of testing, give her as much attack as possible, right? Let's see, she would be the one that gets this fancy build. I guess let me just exchange it. Boom. She also gets a bit of accuracy. I just need to give more accuracy there. Okay, let's see. And perfect, look at that. Whisk would also gain some damage there. Of course he moves, idiot. Okay, so Corrosion could work. Corrosion could work. Or instead of having 5 Corrosion, instead of her. Ah, shit, wait, they're not the same pairing. I was like, oh, instead of her, I could just go ahead and get, what's his name? Jorn. But it doesn't really work. So I would just keep 5 Corrosion, make him have... You know what? Wait, let's quickly test. Ivira, Corrosion. Just quickly swap pretty much the builds. So let's get on him the build from Paxton with the... I need accuracy. I don't really need accuracy on him. Over here, let's just get him tanky, right? Just get our accuracy, okay. The problem is she might have really low accuracy, so crit damage and accuracy. Come on, I need more accuracy. I could obviously just temper some stuff. Come on, accuracy and crit rate. Even the crit rate, just not the accuracy. Because you definitely really want her to have accuracy so she can land the poison vulnerability. Yeah, he was dying because he had no gear. That's why. Gegnu was dying because he had no gear, the poor fellow. Let's try and see if it's tanky now. Give him a crit rate. Actually, no, next one needs to be this guy. So he... just lower accuracy. Crit damage. Attack percent. Oh yeah, and I said he's gonna be Witch's Remains. I really need Witch's Remains on him, or can I not do it on Gegnu? Let me see if Gegnu can land it. Then I can give him a damage build as well. Crit damage, attack percent. Crit damage. I just need to make sure the Whisk doesn't have more attack than Sacredea. It's really important. Okay. Then for him, the goal is to have as much crit damage as possible. Crit damage at the top, let's see. Okay. This one, crit damage with crit rate. Okay. And let's see, crit rate at the top with main stack crit damage though. Crit damage with crit rate. Come on, give me a quad roll of crit rate. Just to be clear, quad roll of crit rate. Okay, double. I'm not gonna care about having him 100% crit rate at this point. Just slight, you know, basic initial test to try and see how it works, if it works and all that. And then for this check, for example, it could be this one. And then this one. And obviously the puppeteer. Then I guess whatever attack and whatever crit damage. Okay. They give this a name? I did. Okay, so for the testing, just wanna see. So Witch's Remains is on Wesk. Let's see, 18, 18, he can go full YOLO, 18, oh actually no, let me just do it, 18 as well, 18, so Whisk will go with the Witch's Remains first, let's make him at, yeah, 12, 12.1, initial 17.7, what the hell is this? I don't think I've seen anybody have that high of an initial. The hell is that? Have you guys ever seen, or gals, have you seen anybody have like 18 initial? Okay, now it's better. I'm like, what the hell? I guess if you don't skill up. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh no, Whisk has too much attack. Okay, I might need to lose Whisk's mythic pieces of gear, or one of them. Because he gets too much. So for example, maybe, do I have a Nocturnal Hunt? Any hold? Yes, okay, let's go in Nocturnal Hunt. Perfect. Okay, let's see, does Gegno land that? Okay, I don't think Gegno lands, which remains on all of them. And Whisk kind of gets too much attack somehow. Yeah, it's like kind of goes all over the place. So Whisk needs to go lower attack. Got it. I guess let's just put Whisk with the Witch's Remains. Let's put Gegno with the this one. Even though we don't take healing, just specifically for the sake of doing the stuff and the things. aka the damage. The stuff and the things. So much logic, right? My words are potential. Accuracy and crit rate, no. Accuracy and crit damage, then yes, okay. Last test, because then I gotta leave, as I'm expecting some people to come over to do some checks in the gas situation. Okay, let's see. But yeah, this one looks okay. Okay, just gotta change this familiar timing. So familiar needs to go at 10 or 9.5, I guess. 9.5 in every 18 seconds. I do have puppeteer there. Okay, let's see. Question will be, will Gegno heal enough with the situation kind of like fixed or not? Think he should. Let's see, drop under 40. Come on, Gegno. There we go. Now will he survive the 15 seconds or 20 seconds till the effect can proc again? That's gonna be the question. Kind of looks like it. Okay. Yep. Okay, so 5-man corrosion team. If I had such a Death as well, this would be even better. I don't have such a Death though, so somebody has such a Death, this could be a good test. Especially because I would put her somewhere here. Actually, no, because you cannot have too many melee units. I would have to have another ranged one. So we definitely need to have another ranged one instead of him. But I think such a Death might be better because maybe she doesn't jump around everywhere like Whisk. But actually, no, Whisk still does damage from that platform. It doesn't look like Rook gets to ramp up fast enough, though. Like, Rook needs to do a lot more ultimates more often. It doesn't look like the damage gets to go that high. So, yeah, Corrosion can work, though, right? It doesn't mean it doesn't work. Just it's not as good as it goes in other teams. So 100% this one's just gonna be a burn show. But that's okay. Anyway, time to take a break, time to call today for the stream. Thank you everyone for watching, I appreciate it. Thank you everyone for being here. And I guess we're gonna see each other. I might be jumping back on stream tomorrow again to do more testing, right? Because definitely want to try and see some other teams. For now, though, the burn team, I think it's set in stone. I'm going to keep it, and just we're going to go from there and see what other testings happen, see what other, you know, ideas people in the cluster come up with. Because at the end of the day, community sometimes comes up with the best teams and ideas. But anyway, we're going to leave it at this. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you had fun. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.